All right, but let's stay on the oil and gas for now. We know that the issue around petrol price controversy in Nigeria is still on. Statement from Dangote refinery, reaction from Petrol, Ipman, and all of that. Let's get another perspective. Another player, another group of players in the industry gets their own perspective now, and that is the modular refineries. They're also contributors to all of this, and they're domestic refiners. Find out what's going on with them. We have joining us virtually now the chairman of OPAC Refineries. He's also the chairman of Crude Oil Refiner Owners Association of Nigeria, that's CORAN. Mr. Momo Oyarikua joins us virtually from Lagos. Mr. Oyarikua, good morning, and thank you for your time.
Good morning, Ine.
So it's good to hear. It will be good to hear your voice talking about the modular refineries in the midst of all of this. We know that you're supposed to be in the same position with Dangote since you are a local or domestic refiners, but there's also the cry of monopoly. So what is your stance in the midst of all this high or low price of petrol, imported or not, and then the issue of substandard petrochemical products?
To put it in the right perspective, CORAN is not just about the modular refinery. Dangote is also our member. So I haven't said that. I think the issues that have been going on in the last few days about pricing, about Dangote trying to monopolize and all of that, for us as an association, as CORAN, we actually don't think people are being fair to the refining industry. We are seeing it as an effort to frustrate local refining in Nigeria. The truth is that if products are being imported into Nigeria to compete against products that are produced by refineries in Nigeria, there won't be healthy competition. Some of the things Dangote has said, they are quite very true. I mean, products are being blended, and we are aware, I'm still playing in the downstream sector. We are aware of situations where products are brought into Nigeria, and sometimes we have even purchased as a company. My trading company has actually purchased product before. After 2 weeks and all of that, the product will change color and will return it to some of these international traders that bring the product into the country that trade out of Lomé. And now what they are trying to do, because they are local refineries, some of them we are aware are taking like tanks in Nigeria, and they want to come and compete with the local refineries with this kind of products that are being traded. I can assure you that the product we produce from our local refinery, our best quality. I have one product in my office that since we started refining, I've had it in my office. The color has remained the same. Everything has remained the same. So we in the refinery sector, we are actually not very, very happy that this is happening. We had a summit recently where we said we as refiners, we want to make Nigeria a net exporter of petroleum products. There is no way Nigeria can be a net exporter of petroleum products if we begin to have imported products compete with Nigeria. We are looking for a platform, and we are asking, which was the purpose of the summit, where we can have conversation with the downstream players. Let's understand what the issues are. Let's see how we can all resolve all these issues together. It's not just the downstream player, even the upstream players, to supply us food to be able to refine locally and ensure that we are able to meet the yearning and the needs of Nigeria with local products. And I'm sure with time, the price will come down because there are...
Yeah, Lady, good morning. How are you doing? Please, can you ask any of your technicians?
Looks like there's a bit of a clash. There's a bit of a clash there, Mr. Oyarikua. We apologize for that. I think that's our next guest, trying to, but I think that has been taken care of now. Can you hear me? Could you please complete your
I can
Sorry
hear you.
about that.
So like I was saying,
Now it seems that the network of Mr. Yarikura is not so stable at this time, unfortunately. But I mean, I believe he will be back. And I would just like to ask him, Mr. Yarikura, if you can hear us, I would just like to ask, are you saying that the claims of the marketers, especially Petrol, they had a statement out that they will be able to import quality petroleum products into the country at lower price? Are you saying that is not a possibility?
You see, I cannot refute it, but we need to be backing some of these statements with facts. Which refinery are they going to import these products from? There is no refinery in Africa today that is working. If you're bringing some of these products, even the traders that are bringing products into Nigeria, some of them, they come from ARA, which is in Rotterdam. They don't come from refineries directly to Nigeria. If you are going to Singapore, you are going to America or any of this part, how much is it going to cost you to transport a refined product from those areas to Nigeria? Let's be very clear. If any association is saying that they can import products into Nigeria, let them declare where this product is coming from. One of the statements I read was that, oh, they are waiting to get FX at official rate. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Two things come to play when it comes to refining and the sales of refined products in Nigeria. There is the FX element, which we are all aware today. FX has been going up. It's very, very unstable. It's about, at the parallel market level, it's about 1,700 something, 700 plus, depends on who you are buying from. And crude has been fluctuating. And this is what actually modulates the price of refined product. And we all know, if you go there, if you go and benchmark this using Platts and looking at the petrol index in Platts, anybody today who says that he can import any product into Nigeria less than 900 naira, the person must be questioned, because this is an international market. It's not anything that is hidden. The calculations are there. Today, we know to import products into Nigeria at dollar level is probably going to be about between $700 and $730 per ton, including some of the logistics. So if you put that, if you calculate all of that, the minimum price you perhaps may be getting depends if you are paying interest to your bank. If you are not paying interest to your bank, you're going to probably be getting about 1,000 naira. So, and someone is saying that he can import cheaper than one of our members who is probably selling his product now into the local market at about 900 or something. I don't see how that is going to happen. We need transparency in this industry, and for it, what we have been saying is that let there be collaboration between the downstream players and also the refiners, so that we can find a way. What we are doing today, nobody is giving us incentive. There is no incentive to the refiners. Even recently, the president said that we should be supplied coal. None of us has been supplied coal. Nobody is even discussing with the Modular refinery owners. It's only Dangote that they have had conversations from. These are all frustrating. We've been in this industry now for 7 years, and it's all frustration. We need some form of support.
All right, we do hope that support will come, but I guess our hope now will hinge on the regulator. The Petrol are saying they're waiting for their license to be approved. You have said from calculation it isn't possible to actually import quality products at a lower price. So I guess we can only look up to the regulator, NMDPRA, at this point to weigh in and protect both investors and consumers.
You see, some of these things, they are a form of aberration. You know, when you go into the PIA, even part of the PIA says that if there is a gap in supply in Nigeria, the only people that even have the legal right to import products are even the refinery owners first. If the refinery owners are unable to now import, that's when you go to the big marketers. Some of these things are not being followed. We are thinking that there is an effort to frustrate refining in Nigeria, because if the law is to be followed, the refiners, even when they are not able to even refine properly, the law says that they should be the first people to import products. So we think there is a collaboration between the international traders who are trading products into Nigeria, our local marketers, and some of the people in the downstream setup, and perhaps maybe some elements in government to frustrate the refining industry in Nigeria. And that is what we are seeing. It's been a struggle. All the time we are swimming against the tide.
All right. I guess, I think just as I said, the regulator will have to step in. As the media also, we do have the responsibility, and apparently that's why we're having this conversation, to bring everything to the limelight, get the parties involved, to tell Nigerians what's really going on. And we'll keep at it. Mr. Momo Oyarikoa, the chairman of OPEC Refineries and also the chairman of Crude Oil Refinery Owners Association of Nigeria, CORAN. And as you said, they don't just cover the modular refineries. But thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you for having me.
All right, as I mentioned earlier, today is all about the United States, and we know that Mr. Trump is leading and already getting really excited. Let's talk a little bit about that, and then we'll come back and talk about what it means for Nigeria.